Hey Refuel fam, my name is Rachel. I hope you're having a great day today, and I also hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. And now I can guarantee you that every single person has had a promise made to them, and then that promise might have been broken. And if we dive a little bit deeper, I think even some of us would admit that we've made a promise to someone and then broken it ourselves. The Gospel of Luke opens with this incredible story of a couple named Zechariah and Elizabeth. Zechariah and Elizabeth had been praying and awaiting for Elizabeth to become pregnant for a very long time. And at this point in their marriage, they believe that Elizabeth is unable to have a child. And one day when Zechariah was working in the temple, the angel Gabriel appeared to him and told him that Elizabeth was about to become pregnant. And in Luke chapter 1, verse 17, the angel says this to Zechariah. He says, "He will be a man with the spirit and power of Elijah. He will prepare the people for the coming of the Lord." Elizabeth soon becomes pregnant after this and then gives birth to a son named John, who later becomes known as John the Baptist. Now you see, an incredible thing about the angel coming at this point in history is that God had been silent to the Israelites for 400 years. For 400 years, he had not talked to them, not had spoken through a prophet or anything. I think it's interesting that when God finally breaks the silence, he breaks it by fulfilling a promise. In Isaiah chapter 40, verse 3, it says this, "Listen, it's the voice of someone shouting, 'Clear the way through the wilderness for the Lord. Make a straight highway through the wasteland for our God.'" The person that they're talking about in Isaiah 40 is John the Baptist, who prepares the way for the coming of Jesus. John is the evidence that God fulfills his promises to his people. This promise then leads to another promise fulfilled by God of Jesus coming and saving the lives of many. And I bring this up to you today because I think it's easy for us to take how people may have treated us in the past, such as breaking promises to us, and then thinking that God responds in the same way. But I'm here to tell you today that God does not break promises, he only fulfills them. And he doesn't just keep promises back then in history, he keeps them now. And so I encourage you today, as you dive into the Bible, ask God to show you the promises he has kept and is still keeping. My favorite promise comes from Deuteronomy 31:8, where it says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." My prayer for you today, Refuel fam, is that you would step into today knowing that God keeps his promises to us, that he holds us close to him, and that his love for us is without condition. May God be with you today.